Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be doing a pick a card for the energy and information you need to know for the rest of the December of 2019. It's going to cover your overall energy, money and finances, what might be coming up there for that. And also there'll be love messages. So remember, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. You're welcome to pick more than one pile if you wish. And if something doesn't resonate with you, there's no reason to make a comment or say anything about it. Just move on to the next pile or pick a different one, or else go watch a different video, because maybe this message wasn't specifically for you at this time. So anyway, to get started here, we have pile 1 with garnet, pile 2 with labradorite, and pile 3 with carnelian. So you can go ahead, take your time, meditate, pause the video, do whatever it takes to really channel in and figure out which pile it is that you would like to choose for this. And I'm going to get started. Oh, and don't forget, if I mention divine masculine or divine feminine, I'm talking about energies, people. Okay? So just keep that in mind. It doesn't matter if you're a woman or a male. It does not matter. It's like we each have both of those energies within ourselves, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Hello, for those of you who picked the garnet for pile number 1, this is going to be your reading. Remember, again, it is a general reading, so please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. So let's go ahead and get started with figuring out. We're going to look at your tarot first, and we're going to see what, I pulled one card for each thing. So our overall energy for this pile we are working with is number 20, the Judgment card. Okay, I'm sorry if the lighting isn't so great in here right now. I do not have a light right now at this moment because it is dead, so I have to deal with natural light. So there you go, maybe you could see it better now. So our overall energy is Judgment. Okay, our money and finances card is the Knight of Cups, and come on, you guys, you know this is awesome when you see this in a reading, okay? Especially when it's the love card that I pulled, okay? And having to deal with all things love or love related. And that can include self-love, all right? So anyway, with this Judgment card, with the overall energy here, what I'm seeing is definitely you're coming into a phase right now at the end of 2019, which is, this is a very common thing that's going on with everybody right now, is we are releasing things that no longer serve us, and we are totally letting go and getting rid of the old to embrace the new. So let's face it, this is the big theme going on for the year 2020, which is a whole beginning. I mean, this is such a powerful time because we are not only just starting a new year, but we're starting a new decade. So this is incredible time to be alive. It's incredible energy that we're dealing with here. I feel like some of you definitely are going through you're making big decisions at this time. Some of you are trying to decide if you want to stay in a job or perhaps a relationship or move. Whatever these decisions are, I feel with this energy for this pile they're big ones, okay? Because this is a major. We have 2 majors here, you guys. So I feel at the end of this year, the energy that you're working all together here is setting you up for good things coming in 2020. So now is the time, energy-wise, to release anything, okay? It could be anything that is no longer serving you so that you have a clean slate for 2020. I feel like for a lot of you, you've already started this process of change as well, to get going. Definitely. I feel like you're very optimistic and very positive about what's coming in as well. It's going to be a big transformation for you as well. I I mean, I'm seeing all the music. So I feel like music is really important right now to you. It's going to help you focus, or there's going to be some kind of lyrics or messages within music that you need to be paying attention to at this time as well. And I did say transformation. What's interesting is there is a butterfly here. Okay. So be paying attention to that for sure. And the number 20 obviously could have some significance as well. Moving right along to our money card here, which is the Knight of Cups. Okay, now, normally if this was like, you know, a love card, I mean, we always know it's the Casanova of the deck or whatever. But since this is relating to money, perhaps someone in your life right now, or there's this position or something that's happening, there's an offer coming into you that has to do with finances and money that almost looks like it's too damn good to be true. What this is a warning to please make sure you read the fine print and really think heavily about this choice or this offer that's coming in, because it might not be all that it's, you know, is cracked up to be. So that is what that is saying right there. It is a warning to please be careful in decision making when it comes to money and finances at this time, so that you don't get overextended, or, you know, because you don't want to take that kind of a shitty vibe when it comes to money into 2020. So that is a definite warning right there for that. I think that's about all I'm saying. You know, watch out for, like, because you got the shark here, okay? Watch out for those money sharks or whatever. I don't know why that's coming into my head, but, you know, there could be somebody who is like a money grubbing freak around you. Just be warned and keep your eyes open for people like that, okay? People who want to use you for your money or take your money or try to use your service for free or something. Just be very warned of that kind of thing. Okay, moving right along with the Lovers card. Obviously, an offer, okay, there's going to be 3 different sections here to this card. For the people that are single, obviously this is like a big sign that you're going to have some kind of love offer coming in soon, and either it can be at the beginning of next year, or this is the theme that's going to be happening in your life for 2020, but it could be starting right now, okay? At the end of this year, there's something going on with the love connection. You're calling in your divine counterpart, I feel like, for a lot of the singles out there. The ones that are already in a couple who are not, you know, some of you, okay, will be getting engaged. Okay. And I know that, like, you know, Christmas time is like a big time for a lot of people to propose and stuff like that because it's so romantic or whatever. So that could be a possibility for some of you. And the ones that are already married and, you know, have been married for a while or whatever, I feel like this is a time of total tender love, where you're really going to be connecting with your divine counterpart, and you're going to be spending quality time together, and you're going to be very romantic and reminiscing about, you know, oh my gosh, look at how far we've come. And it's going to be a very romantic time, because I feel like you are reflecting on what's to come in 2020. And it's just like, it's setting a positive love vibe up for that whole year. I think you guys are going to be talking about plans and things you want to do together. And this could also be for the ones that are not married, who are coupled, okay, as well. I feel like there's going to be some kind of like upgrade or shift in the love relationship that's going to bring you closer together. And like I said, for the singles, there's definitely something coming in. You're going to probably meet somebody, and it's going to stir the embers that are eventually going to burst into flame. As for time period as to when it will actually happen, I can't tell you that. Okay. I just know that it's the beginning of something coming in. Okay. You're going to start feeling something, or you're going to meet somebody. There's going to be some kind of symbol or six. I just feel like that there's definitely something special coming in. And the people out there who don't want a relationship, this is a definite time of self-love, of self-care, self-pampering. You're going to really just like be in a good relationship with yourself, basically. You know, you're really going to have, that down pat. Okay. You're going to have all that self-love. And for people who are wanting a relationship, it's also about that too for you guys. Okay, so moving right along, let's see what is in our oracle cards. I wanted to do this, reading less tarot heavy, more oracle, because I feel like for weekly readings, because technically this is kind of like the weekly reading, but I wanted to just lump it up into, one thing for the end of December since we only have so much time left, and plus the holidays and stuff. So I just wanted to I think oracle cards are great to accompany to this because it just hits it home, shall I say? And I wanted to do something different. So for our crystal, like a crystal that could be important at this time, it's something to work with. And we have petrified wood, okay? Petrified wood, what I'm getting off this is, think about what petrified wood is. It is literally ancient, like dinosaur age wood, okay, that came from a tree. So imagine the power behind this. I feel like this is something that will be very useful to remind you as you move into 2020 how far that you have come. So I have no idea what this, says in the book. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a look at it to see how spot on I am and if that is in fact what it says, because I've never really pulled this card. So this is kind of fun. Patience, okay, is the meaning, essential meaning. Timelessness, patience and trust in universal timing, going with the flow. Wow. So basically, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look at the relationship message for this part. And I'm going to look at the prosperity message, okay, which has to do with your money. All right. So with the relationship message, it says healing is a process and you can't force the conscious universe to operate at your preferred pace. And really, you wouldn't want to, because there is a larger plan that accounts for so much that is invisible to you. Trust in the timing and all will work out just as it should. Focus on learning and the loving in your relationships, on reconnecting to the conscious universe for guidance. You cannot determine whether this relationship is right for you right now until you let go of the need to know all the answers instantly. Meditate, observe, and take a break, and you will know which move to make and when to make it. Yeah, I feel like this is a big problem, okay, with the, community out there, was that so many people just they want to know. And I've been guilty of this myself, where you just want to know and you want to know all the answers right now because you just get impatient and it can be frustrating. But this is here to remind you to trust into divine timing and to make sure that, you have to just open yourself up and give it over to the universe. You can't force somebody to love you. You can't force your finances and expect to have a good return. You can't force anything, all right? Except yourself to do something particularly, but you can't force other people to do what you want to do, You have to just be patient and let divine timing do its thing. So for the prosperity message here, it says patience is required when intention is coalescing into form. So even if you are making every effort to secure a financial situation, recognize that the conscious universe may have different ideas about what you need and how to bring it about. Trust in universal timing. Do not obsess, and let petrified wood spirit help you to be patient as what you need begins to show up for you. But remember, I think that's kind of interesting. With due diligence and really, being patient with this offer that could be coming in for some of you, it's going to reveal some things. So it's really good to be patient. So working with petrified wood is definitely a good choice there, I feel. So moving right along, for our quantum oracle, the commitment card came out. Now, this is kind of fascinating because what did I say with this one? With the finance, there could be an offer coming in of some sort. It also, for some of you, it's a relationship thing where it's a commitment that's coming in, okay? There's a contract here being signed. So let's go ahead and let's figure out what this card, obviously, it's all about, sealing the deal basically on something here. Whatever this decision or choice is, this is it. And some of you, like I said, some of you would be getting engaged. So that's just, you know, confirmation right there. Okay, this card shows a man signing papers at a table, and it foretells a commitment on the horizon. It may be, in fact, in the form of a romantic relationship or even a marriage. There could also be a business commitment, a job offer, a partnership, a rental agreement, or the sale of a house. All of these activities bode well for you at this time. This card might also signify a good resolution to a legal matter, especially one that you have been dealing with for a while. Of course, you still need to do your research. Remember what I said? Do your research. I lost my place. Okay, and get a clear understanding of your part in this commitment. Investigate what's expected of you and what you can expect of everyone else involved. Being well informed will help the new endeavor go smoothly. Indeed, being prepared and informed helps all areas of life. The universe blesses your commitments as you bring your personal power and highest intention into all that you do. So there you go. That's just confirmation right there of what I was already said. So our next card, which I think is interesting, is you have, God, the sun is totally coming in here. Sorry, guys. The World card, okay? And it's reversed. So let's see what this has to say here. You know, this is a card I don't often get. I think it's really interesting because some of the cards that have been coming out lately for me are not ones that are my usual, that usually fall out for me. So clearly this shift in energy is affecting what my energy and what's been pulled as well. So the World card reversed. Normally this is about expansioning and opening up. So I feel like this card is like a warning card. All right. This means that you've been severely limiting your view of things. You're thinking too narrowly, either in your opinions for action or in what you feel you deserve. You may be feeling boxed in by old ways of doing things, not quite sure of how to expand. This card calls for you to think creatively outside of the box you find yourself in now. In addition, you may have emotionally painted yourself into a corner, surrounded on all sides by energies such as fear, short-sightedness, limited thinking, or self-doubt. But you still have the option to let all of that go. Remember, and this card is telling you not to wait a minute longer to do so. It's time to break out, see the unlimited horizons around you, and know that the world is waiting for you to take center stage. So obviously, okay, this is the big warning to tell you to release all that shit and let it go before you come into this new relationship, new year, new business deal, whatever it is that's coming in, these choices, these decisions, because I really feel like it's going to make a huge impact. Okay, so make sure that you do that. That is what the warning is. And got a couple more cards left to go here. So we have temptation from the Fairy Oracle. Sorry, you guys. God. It says, are you in denial about an unhealthy habit? Perhaps one that makes you feel guilty. This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever its guise. See? It is literally telling you to let go of shit that you don't need anymore and things that are unhealthy for you. So this is a message I feel to you guys to definitely make sure that your health and any kind of unhealthy old habits you have, whether you're a smoker, you have a drinking, affliction, whatever it is, okay? It's time to let go of any unhealthy habit, like obsessing about somebody. Okay, you guys, please, I know there are a bunch of people out there who do this. It drives me crazy because you're only hurting yourself. When you obsess about somebody and then you don't even go up to them and say, hey, how do you feel about me? And you're just obsessing about them, but you don't take any action on it. That is fucking torture. Stop doing that, okay? Just get some chonies and, go up to them and say, hey, this is how I feel about you. Do you feel the same way about me? And if it's unrequited and they are not into you, move the fuck on, please. Thank you. Public service announcements. Okay, enough with my rant, all right? So definitely, it's time to let go of some old crap for sure. This is what this is definitely saying. And here's why, you guys. My boo has come to visit. This would be the Carnonos card, Life Force. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. Damn, you got some sexy energy coming in this end of this year and into 2020. So basically what Carnonos here is talking about. Oh God, I love him. He is my, he's my guy. All right. There's a deep buildup of life force within you now and a need to channel it into action. You may have extra energy or be more alert than usual, or be aware of a sense of increased sensual or sexual energy. If you have been unsure how this ties into your spiritual path, know that it can allow you to access the richness of your soul. When we are not expressing ourselves sexually, our spiritual potential can become tamed or muted. So if you are denying yourself a desire, ask yourself how you can fulfill it. Ask Carnunos to help you access your sexual self so that you can express it with integrity and in a way that honors your soul. If you or your partner are trying for a child and this card appears, fertility is very possible, especially if Bridget is there as well. Okay, so definitely the people in couples, if you're not trying to get pregnant, just be very careful, because I feel like, you know, that could definitely happen very easily here. This is all about having a healthy viewpoint of yourself when it comes to sexual desires, okay? You want to be coming from a healthy standpoint when it comes to that. And that's what this card is here to teach you. It wants you, like for some of you, like the ones I said, obsessing over crap or keep going back to shitty relationships over and over again. No. Carnunos says, fuck that shit. You deserve better than that, okay? It's time to move on from that and realize that you are deserving of real love and someone who reciprocates your feelings. And you are a sexual creature, whether you like it or friggin' not. And somebody trying to make you feel guilty about that or make you feel bad about that is bullshit, okay? Time to get away from those people and release those people as well, because it's just wrong. There's nothing dirty or bad about sex, especially when it's coming, you know, you're in a relationship in a healthy, you know, with somebody who reciprocates your feelings, who, you know, compliments you, who is your divine counterpart. It's a very sacred, beautiful thing. So if there's any of you who have a viewpoint on that where you feel like, oh, I'm too timid, or I'm, you know, it's just too much for me or whatever, you need to tap into yourself. Look at yourself naked in the mirror. Do whatever it takes to realize that, hey, I am a desirous person, I am a sexual being, and I am fucking hot. So there you go. Okay, so for our last messages here, some information, some just like little messages for you guys. And this is really freaking fascinating what came up here. We have card number 37, okay? It says, ideal course of action. And we have vulnerability, okay? Card 34. So with this card, I can tell you right now, this is all about opening yourself up to the universe and being vulnerable. When you get into any kind of relationship, doesn't matter what kind, there's always a chance that you can get hurt in the process. That's just part of life. You have to be able to be vulnerable, though, to be your true, authentic self in a relationship, not wear any masks, not be a fake ass bitch, to be real and to give yourself wholly and 100% to somebody else, okay? This is totally what that card, I can tell you, probably is all about. I haven't read the thing, but that's what I feel. That's the message I'm getting. And this is obviously talking about taking an ideal course of action to really look into your goal setting and what it is that you want to do for 2020. What is the action that you want to take? What is it you really want to do? What is it you really want to desire? What do you want to do for yourself that's kind and loving and gentle and beautiful? What do you want to manifest? That's what this, you know, I feel the message coming through is to really make sure that you set ideal, you know, course of action. And remember that when you are going for a goal, it's the little steps that get you there in the end. Don't just focus on the big things and the end result. Just concentrate and be in the moment and take each little step at a time to attain your goal. That's how it happens. I'm telling you, it's such a trip, because when I was in art school, I was so focused on doing what I was doing that I didn't even give a rat's ass. Like, you know, how I was ranked in the class or the school or whatever. And I didn't realize I graduated with cum laude, okay? Because I had aced my shit throughout art school. And I didn't even realize that, wow, I worked so hard and I got towards that goal of graduating, and that I had done that well. Because I was so focused on just getting shit done and focusing on the little things instead of looking at the big picture and stressing myself out about the end result. And look what happened. You know, this is what I feel like this message is for you here. With the vulnerability card, it literally says here, you may be feeling like you should withdraw. This is an opportunity to wait and regroup. You are in need of some rest and relaxation. You might even be feeling overwhelmed. Take some much needed downtime. Take in your surroundings. Notice the season and the changes that are taking place out in nature. Things are continually evolving. Think about the clouds you see in the sky. They are constantly moving, changing, and reshaping themselves. Allow yourself to connect with Mother Earth and nature in a deeper way. Align your rhythm with the heartbeat of the earth and slow your thoughts and emotions down. Trust that everything will work out. The signs that things work themselves out are all around you. Take notice. Yes, and then also open up, because, I mean, getting out in nature like that is a freaking awesome thing to do, because it really grounds you and it connects you with everything. And then you realize how truly vulnerable you really are, because nature is badass. And if it wants to, it can take us out at any time it wants. So remember that. So be in the moment. So for this ideal course of action, it is easy to be overwhelmed in the planning of a new endeavor. Simplify your plans. Clearly envisage what you would like to accomplish, and find ways to ensure you stay on that path. See? Eliminate self-sabotage or other behavior that might derail you, like temptation or bad habits, right? Determine what you desire next. Do this through daydreaming and visualizing what delights and inspires you. Trust that this is an important phase, that it is necessary to maintain alignment and clarity. Exactly. So that's what I'm getting for this pile, for the messages. I wanted to keep it as concise and to the point as humanly possible. If this resonated with you, please feel free to comment below. Hit the thumbs up, like, or I already said like, subscribe, hit the bell. And there's personal reading information down below, including the Ko-fi in the Dropbox. And I thank you guys so much for being with me today. I'm sorry for the crappy lighting. I'm having to work with what I got here at the moment. So until next time, love you guys. Bye. Hello, everybody who picked pile 2, the Labradorite. This is going to be your reading. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start out with the tarot cards to look at your overall energy, money and finances, and also your love. Okay, so first off, to start off, I think it's really cool because you guys got the High Priestess for your overall energy for the end here of 2019. Okay, and then for your money, you got King of Swords. I mean, I'm already seeing a ton of blue here, which is kind of interesting. Okay, which is all about that communication and throat chakra. And considering this is a sword, this definitely has to do with it. And look what else you got. For your love, you got Princess of Swords, which is also blue and a sword. So you have heavy intellectual communication energy going on here at the end. The High Priestess, obviously, she is all about, for your overall energy, taking some time to look inward. It is obviously a time of, like, you know, withdrawing, looking within, you know, sitting in silence sometimes, you know, really enveloping that stillness within. I feel like this is definitely a time for you guys to be setting goals, and you're really taking the time to look inward to figure out exactly what it is that you want to achieve and what it is you truly want going into 2020, because we are entering a new decade completely. So it is kind of the overall theme right now for everybody out there, is that we're releasing old negative patterns because we don't want to take that into a new decade, right? We are literally, I mean, this is like a big shift and a massive change and shift, of everything. So this is like, I love it. It's like, it's a magical time because we have the ability to completely like be reborn and start fresh again and leave behind shit that no longer serves us, definitely. I feel also whenever I see the High Priestess, I think that, be paying definitely attention to any messages that are coming through in dreams and listening to your intuition, because whatever these messages are, and these it could be visual, it could be auditory, it could be, many different ways. Whatever these messages is something like, just like you notice something or you hear something and you're like, well, that's odd. Pay attention to that, because that is a message from the divine, that they want you to hear. So pay attention to that kind of thing. All right. For your money, you have King, and finances, you have King of Swords. I feel definitely for a lot of you, you're going to be receiving some sort of financial advice, possibly legal advice that will be very helpful to you. Okay. At the end of this year, going into the new year, perhaps some of you are like, oh, I want to get out of debt, or, I want to invest some money or start a new business or whatever. I feel like there's going to be somebody who's going to come along or you're going to, find from a book, but I feel like it's definitely a person who's going to give you some very sound, helpful advice to help you with your finances, whatever that might be. And I feel that for this, the rest of 2019, that's going to be a focus when it comes to your finances. There's going to be some kind of information that's coming in. I feel like you're going to, for a lot of you, that you'll also be making some sort of financial decision based on what you learn. And it's definitely based in fact. So it will turn out okay for you, definitely. I feel also for a lot of you that you're going to have to sacrifice something in order to gain financial freedom. And at first it's going to seem like, crap, I don't want to have to do that, or I don't want to have to give it up or whatever. But whatever this is, it's totally for your greater good, and it's only temporary. So definitely, if you are getting to a point where you have to make a decision or you have to give something up, or it could be something small like not buying coffee on the way to work every day, or it could be something big like, okay, I'm going to sell my house and downgrade so that I can have more money so that later on I can travel the world or something like that. I feel like there's going to be some kind of financial choice. But if you do have to make that sacrifice, it will be well worth it in the end. So definitely go for it. The Princess of Swords, which is your love energy for the end of 2019. I feel like definitely that there could be someone that there's a possible love interest for a lot of you or some of you that you are going to be or have been talking to online through social media. And this is the way that you're going to meet. You're going to communicate a lot through texts, direct messages. I feel like that they're extremely good with their words and they're a really good communicator. And you guys have like amazing conversations together. And I feel like it's going to help you to open up, and you just jive with this person and you click so well and you communicate so smoothly. And I feel like you're going to definitely learn from this person, and it will help you with your growth. But I feel like there is a warning attached to this as well, that because this is a sword, I feel that for many of you, this could definitely be an air sign, which is a Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. And they don't like the needy, clingy shit, I feel like. So definitely learn where detachment could be beneficial, like for you. Like how to make sure that you can keep, sometimes with certain situations, your feelings separate from like a certain situation you come up like with this person, okay? Because I feel like if you're too needy or too, attached, like I don't know how to explain it, like too emotionally slutty with this person, and then you feel like, oh, and you get too clingy and all over them and like obsess over them, they're going to be like, gross, bye. So you definitely want to like reel it in and learn about how detachment works when it comes to these things. And definitely I feel like this person likes a little bit of mystery, like especially with this Gemini. They like to be constantly challenged, so to speak. They don't want you to be all, pouring your heart out, like all over them, okay? They don't like that shit. Just gradually give them little bits, little crumbs, little breadcrumbs. Oh, here, honey, here, honey, and just let them see you subtly in groups, like in little chunks. You share yourself with this person. Don't give it all up all at once, because that's just too overwhelming. So I feel like keeping some mystery about yourself, and I feel like that's a big turn on for this person, is mystery. They like to be the Sherlock Holmes and you're the big mystery that they need to solve, okay? That keeps them interested, mentally as well as sexually. And I feel like this person, it's like they get turned on by intelligence. So, if you're not emotionally intelligent, they're not going to be into it as well. Okay. So enough said about that. So moving right along, we have our crystal card, okay? I'm going to move these guys up here. I'm sorry for, the view here, you guys. These are really big cards, and I'm in a limited space, and I'm trying to stay out of the freaking direct sunlight because I don't have a light right now. So we have a sunstone, okay? This is card number 55. What I know of sunstone is it's definitely masculine energy big time, all right, with the sunstone. So I feel like for some of you, definitely tapping into that masculine side of yourself, whether you're a female or a male, is going to be important at the end of this year, going into the next year. Because I feel like you're going to be put in some kind of position where you're going to need that power, all right? So let's see what sunstone has to say in the book, okay? Meaning, freedom, breaking through obstacles, the power to overcome limitations, knowing you can do it. So I'm going to read the relationship message and the prosperity message, because we have the, prosperity and money and wealth, and then we have the love. So I'm going to read both of them for the sunstone, okay? The relationship message is, your past and your wounds do not have to keep you stuck in old patterns. You are free to end your current relationship, start a new one, or transform the partnership to be what you want it to be. While you can never control another person or determine every event or set circumstance you will experience, you will always have the freedom of choice. This includes the freedom to stop and reconnect with the conscious universe, drawing on the loving support and wisdom that can help you make the best choices for you. There are no limits on love, no obstacles to receiving that which you hope to experience. Enjoy your freedom, knowing that you have a firm foundation in the love that conscious universe has for you, okay? So definitely, you can work with sunstone to make sure that, it's just going to give you a lot of strength, I feel. It's a good thing to have around. So prosperity message. You are at liberty to make any number of decisions about how to interact with the universe flow of abundance. Does that make you nervous, or are you excited? It's okay now to be a little bit of both, but be sure to embrace your freedom of choice, knowing that Sunstone Spirit is bolstering your ability to decide what you want to do. Advice from others can be helpful, but you have to listen to your heart and check with your values before making your own decisions. You no longer have to feel bound by the old stories rooted in scarcity thinking. So believe in the universal flow of abundance and enjoy your freedom to choose how you will interact. You've got this. Okay, so I feel like definitely personal power is a big thing also for this group, okay? You need to be having and working on that personal power as you go into 2020, because I feel like it's going to be really important. And I don't know if some of you saw, I posted in my stories on Instagram, there's a way to figure out, I have a little formula on there on how to figure out what your overall growth card is in tarot for the year of 2020. If it's not in there anymore, it's definitely in the highlight. I think I put it in, it's either in Magic Life or it's in the More or something like that. I forget. It's definitely in one of the highlights if it's not still in the stories right now. So anyway, moving right along. So we have some more messages here, possible things to be watching for, warnings and whatnot. And we have, from the Quantum Oracle, we have consciousness upside down, a consciousness of lack, but it's upside down, it's in reverse. So that's a good thing. So let's see what that has to say here. I feel like definitely some of you are definitely releasing old shit, and you're realizing that you have potential and that you have the ability to bring in and manifest all that you desire. Okay? So let's see if that is true here in this, what they interpret the card to be on this deck. So, consciousness reversed. When this card is reversed in your spread, it bodes well for a time of increased value and great attraction in your life. So anything that you've been like trying to manifest, I think it's going to come into fruition in 2020 for sure. Okay? And it's going to start coming in at the end of this year, possibly. You may have recently been through a period of lack or restriction, but that time is about to end. Money, love, and success will mount up now. This card also reveals an attitude of great consciousness, one that sees and feels the preciousness of life itself. You are not already this beautiful, if you're not already in this beautiful appreciation mindset, you are ready to go there now. There is an excitement that springs from the mentality open and joyous recognition. Your life is filled with happy potentials. Let yourself embrace them and expect even more. That's a good sign. And here we go. Followed by it, we have adjacent possibilities. And look at all those doors opened up. So I feel like definitely there's going to be some manifestation going on at the, starting to kick in at the end of this year and go right into 2020, because you're going to have some kind of offers, or there's going to be several possibilities of success and different paths that you can take that are going to bring you happiness, abundance, and joy. So, and this literally says many unconsidered options. Sometimes the force of habit keeps you stuck and unaware of potentially healthier and happier choices at hand. Yet every moment gives you the option to open a different door and take a different course. And that's what this was talking about, was it not? Freedom of choice. So I feel like, yes, there's definitely a lot of choices and, information coming in and lots of opportunities opening up for you for sure. So whether it's in your thoughts, behaviors, or major life decisions, unlike the indecision card, which indicates confusion and vacillation about which course to take, the adjacent possibilities card is here to tell you that you have many options and it's time to take a wider look at things. As you consider the many life choices available, you'll feel more and more empowered, okay, and motivated to make the decisions that bring happiness, strength, and forward motion. In terms of your goals, this card could indicate unknown, and previously unconsidered ideas. Perhaps there's a marketing tool you haven't thought of, a connection you haven't tapped, or even an entirely different direction that would be more suited to you. Be conscious, be aware, and be flexible and willing to take a new and different action now. So maybe this High Priestess energy is going to come in at the end of 2019. You're focusing on that energy right now. It's going to open up your consciousness, and you're going to see things in a different light. And you're going to see all the options and choices that you actually have. So our next card up, we have healing. Now is a time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you. So definitely, this is kind of self-explanatory, is it not? You need to heal and let go of anything that is no longer serving you before you go into 2020. Let's see. I just got this deck. This is the Oracle of the Fairies. For the healing card, let's see. For further messages, I'll see what this is. Fairy Healing has flown to your reading today to let you know she can help you heal yourself or another. Healing can take many forms, even just through listening. When we feel we're being heard, it can make us feel better. So people who have the ability to listen with love and without judgment are already healers. Sometimes just being in their presence of someone who is receptive to our thoughts and feelings can help us to feel uplifted and healed. Maybe that's what this person here is doing, okay? They're helping to like get you through this process. Oh, I love it. She's wearing a fairy star. I have one around my neck right now. Awesome. Hands-on healing is a technique many feel drawn to, and perhaps this is something you, too, wish to explore. Are you in need of healing yourself? It's important to listen to your body and take time out so it can heal naturally. Make sure you're getting all the correct vitamins and nutrients. Sleep can be an amazing healer. This card could also be a reminder that you or someone close to you needs a visit a health professional, okay? Before I go reading any further, a lot of you are probably going to be starting new fitness programs or new diets, new way of eating, new lifestyle. It's always very important to go visit a doctor before you do this, just to make sure that, it's good to go, that you don't have any underlying like heart issues or something that could actually come and bite you in the ass later, especially if you're pushing yourself really hard through a workout. It's just always good to see what's going on with your body before you take that leap. It's just a good idea. It's any personal trainer, who's worth a shit will tell you that as well. It's basically talking about complementary healing methods, exploring new healing therapies, aromatherapy, flower essences, hands-on healing, art therapy is really good to do, especially if you're feeling really stressed out, just drawing, painting, whatever. You can express your feelings that way, definitely. It's all about like making sure that everything's just in working order, healing-wise, and that you've healed, because you don't want to take anything icky and old into the new year and the new decade. So that's awesome. So we have, and let me tell you, for this group, I find this fascinating, you guys, because look at all the blue you have in this spread, okay? And when I was pulling the Keepers of the Light Oracle, they just wanted to just spew out at me. So there's 3 that came out for you guys, okay? You have faith, and look what color it is, humanity and benevolence, stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, and see the light in the world. And she is the twin, the soulmate to the divine counterpart to Archangel Michael. And that's sword energy. Hello. That's that's just amazing. We have Horus, cosmic gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. And we have Mother Mary, love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. So definitely I feel like as you go in, your thoughts literally are manifesting. This is what this is. This is a big warning too, okay? Whatever thoughts that you're putting out there right now are going to come back in 2020. So you really want to be careful about what you're thinking about right now and what's going on in your head, okay? You don't want to be thinking anything negative. You don't want to be projecting any hate, jealousy, greed, anger, none of that shit. You want to wipe the slate clean and let that crap go, because as we move into the new decade, we don't want to take that with us. I mean, I've said that a million times already, right? Instead, these 2 on either side with this divine feminine energy, big time, okay, is very loving. And it's telling you it's time to find peace with yourself. Find, love in your heart and express that to everyone around you. And when you are walking around with love and peace radiating off you, it's like infectious, and other people will feel that. And, you're like a magnet, and it literally says this in one of it, doesn't it? Magnetic and powerful. Yes. So if you are thinking loving thoughts and kindness and, just this amazing serenity about you, that's what you're going to attract. If you're walking around with a stick up your ass and you're all pissed off and like, oh, well, how come I don't have this and she has that or he has that? You're just going to be fucking hurting, Okay, it's time to let that crap go. And with Faith here, she is the Archangel Michael in the feminine form. And so you have that protection. You have that cord cutting ability to release anything that no longer serves you and let it go. And it's also it's telling you to be calm and really trust yourself and look at the world in a new way. Instead of looking at it in a dark manner, look at it for the beauty that it is, and look towards the light, and the surroundings of it. Definitely see, and instead of automatically going to a negative space when you meet somebody or you come across somebody, try to find the good in the situation, or see the good qualities or the positive qualities of a person or a situation. Change your mode of thinking. That's what this is telling you to do, because if not, you're just going to be repeating the same crap, and you're going to be stuck starting a decade in a shitty space. So we don't want to do that, right? So our last final messages are clear out the old. Wow. Oh my God. And look at the colors. Look, blue. Blue is definitely a power color for you guys. I feel like it is. Use blue crystals, which is funny because we got that sunstone, but I believe sunstone is related to Archangel Michael as well. So, I feel like using blue crystals and sunstone are going to be beneficial for you at this time. So we have clear out the old, which is card number 5. And we have bountiful harvest, because I feel by clearing out this old and getting rid of the shit you don't need, you're going to be having that bountiful harvest come in for 2020. So let's see what clear out the old has to say in here. Whatever you are experiencing now is a creation that you have brought into existence from past thoughts. Wow. And feelings. Well, in this moment, it may have you caught up. You can let go and begin to dream of a new reality. Let go of the aspects of this creation that no longer serve you or have a purpose. And that's what she's all about, right? Okay, cut that with those swords. Release what has gone wrong in the past. Release also any material possessions that do not serve the new dream you now want to create. Know that where you are now, you can create anew and begin again. And wasn't I saying stuff about sacrifice and getting rid of shit because it might actually help you? Like maybe you're paying money like on a luxury item, okay, every month that you don't even use. Now would be the time to get rid of it so that you can free up some extra cash. You know what I'm saying? And then you have it to do the freedom to either pay off bills or else to travel or do whatever else. It would just be more useful somewhere else, Really evaluate things and look at where you can adjust things so that you have this bountiful harvest coming in. Okay, for the bountiful harvest card, it says, you have access to the infinite source of love and resources provided by Mother Earth and the universe. There are no demands, requirements, or conditions that affect your ability to access this supply. This is a wonderful reminder and the absolute truth pertaining to the abundance that is available to you. Grant your abundance the opportunity to flow into your life. It will reshape your perspective. It will strengthen and nourish you. This phase holds a plenitude of affluence and fertility. You are lucky and blessed. Awesome. I like this group. I think it's really interesting, and I love all the blue. My God. Blue is kind of my jam, so, especially nowadays since since the beginning of this year, basically when it really the power came in and, the awakening and all that stuff, it's just like massive blue everywhere. I've definitely felt my shift and my upgrade, and I felt blue was just my thing, and very, very attracted to it. It's also the color of Pleiades. If you go outside and you look at it, it's just this amazing blue color that you can see. So I feel like this is all the messages for this group. If you enjoyed the reading, please hit the like button. Feel free to comment below how this resonated for you. If it didn't, just no need to say anything. I have personal reading information, Ko-fi account, and everything down in the drop-down box, and the information there. And I really enjoyed reading for you guys today. Thank you so much for being with me, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, group 3, for you who have chosen the carnelian stone. Sorry for my crappy lighting. I have moved this table 3 times, you guys. Trying to work with the natural light, but I have, like, you know, those kind of windows that have all the little, those thingies, the crosshatch things. So, yeah. Sorry, guys. So anyways, we're going to start off your reading with the tarot cards. So let's have a look and see what we've got going on in here. We have, for your overall energy, oh, shoot. For your overall energy, we have the Queen of Wands, okay, which is a fabulous energy, okay. We have, for your money and finances, we have the Justice card, okay. And for our love, we have the Queen of Cups. Okay. So this Queen of Wands energy, obviously, you know, this is like the witch of the deck, okay? Very social butterfly, like passionate, well-loved, attention getter, charismatic, you know, it's a very creative and passionate energy. I feel like your overall energy ending off 2019 and going into 2020 it's going to be a very exciting time for you, I feel. You're going to figure out something where there's something that you want, and you're going to realize, and it's just going to be in this epiphany moment where you're like, I know how to get it. And it's like, you really know how to work your energy to get what you want. I feel like that's what's happening with your overall energy. I feel like you're definitely going to be, you know, catching the eye of somebody. I feel like, you know, when you walk into the room you're just on fire, basically, because this is a fire thing anyway, but it's like you're definitely on fire. All right. You just look good. Your hair just works out. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. It's like this, you're just looking good right now, and you're flaunting it. And it's definitely, you know, causing a stir, shall I say, and you're getting invited to parties, and you're just going to have an all around just fucking great time. I feel like, definitely. For your money and finances, we have the Justice, and I feel like what's going on with this has to do with the end of the year, and it's going into 2020. And basically, this is what to sum it up, it's you reap what you sow. So whatever it is, okay, that you've been putting out there finance-wise, and whatever it is you've been working on or doing with your money, you know, you're going to start to see the benefits of what you've been working on and what you've been doing there, okay? You know, what goes around comes around, I feel like. And I feel like definitely for some of you who are dealing with any kind of legal issues or court cases, or maybe some of you are going through a divorce or whatever, I feel like it's going to turn out in your favor. Whatever that is, it could be an inheritance, something's just going to come up that has to do with legal, and it's just going to work out for you. I feel like, you know, I feel like definitely like some of you are going to be getting a fair settlement if you're like going through some kind of thing like that. For some of you, I definitely feel like you're going to be getting some kind of bonus, like end of the year bonus. And the bonus is going to reflect the energy that you put out. So if you've worked really hard and you've done what you're supposed to and stuff, that bonus is going to definitely reflect that. And it's going to show. If you've been a lazy freaking sloth, then don't expect shit, because you're not going to get it. It's definitely that kind of justice energy. You get what is coming to you and is fair. That is definitely what I feel like is going on in the finance sector. So with your love, with the Queen of Cups card, I feel like a lot of you are definitely going to be inspired at the end of the year. Something's going to trigger you or inspire you, and you're just going to be all about those lovey-dovey feelings. You're just going to be inspired by love, and it's going to do something creatively to you. I also feel like some of you definitely are going to be finishing up healing like a wound from the past relationship. And I feel like it's going to really set your heart free, and you're just going to feel like so much joy radiating from that area. And, you know, your heart chakra is going to be like wide open, and you're just going to be happy. Also, some of you will be meeting somebody that's going to set your heart fluttering, basically. And for a specific, and I got this, and because this is what this card usually has to do with, I feel like for a small select group of you, or maybe it could only be one person, I don't know, that this person coming in could be involved with acting, theater, film, or in some kind of profession where you come up with thoughts and dreams and then they're actually turned into physical reality, like some kind of creative endeavor. It could be somebody working, in animation, or it could be somebody, who works like, computer, what do you call it? Jesus Christ, I'm brain farting. I have a friend who does this for a living, where they do all the artwork and stuff for computer animation, CGI and things like that. It could be any of that whole, like, it's that creative sector. And considering you got the Queen of Wands energy, that's just the energy you're in right now anyway. So I feel like that's going to attract this person. In a very creative person right here themselves is coming towards you. And what's interesting is, like, they're both facing each other. I think that's kind of interesting. So, I also feel like for this card that some of you, because, it's about, like, the heart, it's a very nurturing, mothering, loving energy. Some of you could actually be meeting somebody who is like a healer or a counselor or a therapist or something like that. And you're just going to spark with this person. And, it goes from there, basically, is what I feel like. So, yeah, let's look and see what you have for your oracle cards. So for our crystal, wow. That is for you guys is the Moldavite. Okay, it's card number 35. I don't know if you can see that. God, sorry about the lighting, you guys. It's just shifting constantly. So for Moldavite, first of all, I have a piece of Moldavite on me right now. I'm using it. It's in my fairy stone, my fairy necklace. I have fairy stones too that I actually dug up myself. But for Moldavite, it's a very, very altering, powerful, consciousness shifting type of stone, or actually it is a tektite, I believe. It's basically from outer space. It's what happened when there was an impact on the Earth's surface, and this was the result. So it's literally a star, meteorite, whatever, crashed into Earth, and this is what resulted from it. It's pretty freaking rad when you think about it. And, like tektites and things, they come in all different colors. Moldavite is that green. And it's actually, I want to warn you guys, Moldavite is not cheap. A tiny little piece like this that I have a teeny piece like this. It was $45. Okay. And I had it actually looked at by a gemologist person, and they looked at it, and it's the real thing. If you see big old pieces like this and they're selling for $40, they're fake as shit. There's all kinds of information to look at online that teaches you about how to buy Moldavite and get the real thing, okay? Because if you see giant chunks and they're cheap, those are glass. They're not real. So just know this. So Moldavite is about transformation, rebirth through fire. Holy shit, okay? Initiation and opening to new experiences, revitalization and renewal. So for this card, I'm going to go ahead and read the relationship message and the prosperity message, because we have, our love and our prosperity cards here that I pulled. So for the relationship message, it says, as you transition to a new you will become part of a new group of people, for you are having new experiences that differ from those that came before. Old friends will be there for you, but new ones will appear, drawn to your vibration, which resonates with theirs. Although you are being initiated into a new experience, you will not be alone. So leave your fears at the door. Your community will find you, and you will know that you belong as they embrace you as one of their own. You will feel the love as you adjust to your new role, confident in the potential of those you care about coming along with you. Encourage them to believe that they too can let go of the past and transition into something better. And that is basically the theme at the end of this year for sure, okay, you guys, is letting go of shit we no longer need, because we don't want to take it into the new decade with us, do we? Okay? So the prosperity message, oh God, the lighting sucks. The appearance of Moldavite spirit is a sure sign that you are closing the door on the past in some way and stepping into a new you, ready for what lies ahead. You will not be alone, and you will encounter many signs that you have what you need and that your foundation is strong. You may feel a little shaky right now. After all, you are not used to this territory, but you've passed the audition, so to speak, and are ready to step into the prosperous life you deserve. Remember I said entertainment and stuff. Oh, there's an audition. Okay, all right, whatever. So anyway, okay, next card is a big fat warning. Okay, we have happy success in reverse. Okay, so let's see what this guy has to say. I'm pretty sure it's basically talking about don't be coming from a space of lack, you know, and really, really focus and be careful about what you're thinking as you go into the new year here. A new decade. Where is it? Oh, okay. Happy success card reversed can reveal a time of personal and perhaps professional frustration for you. That longed for outcome seems so far away, you think it may be impossible. You're overcome with feelings of angst or even anger. You're floating from one negative mentality to another, focusing on lack. See, I told you. You feel like the victim of the universe, wondering why things have never seemed to be going your way. But no matter what's been going on, you can and must shift into success consciousness now. Even without the abundant outcomes you desire, you can still choose to see the success within yourself and your life. The person you are, the little things you've acquired, the friends, association, and even places that bring you joy, all of these are true markers of your success. When you live in this positive perception of yourself, that success consciousness will draw great things to you and the universe will shower you with joy. So this is a warning that's telling you to unload all those, you know, self-defeating, crappy, negative thoughts and quit blaming other people for what you've got yourself into. Because what goes around comes around. That's what the Justice card is all about. You put that negative shit out there, that shit's going to come bitch slapping you right back. So we need to shift our consciousness, start thinking in a positive mindset, and know that you are successful. Just know it, okay? When you think from that standpoint, you become your thoughts. So you will be successful. That's just the way the universe works, okay? So, and here's another warning. We got number 26. You guys got more than one warning in this deck. Hostilities. Okay. And this dude has sword here. So I feel like this is mental hostilities. Let's see if I'm correct. Someone might be fucking with you mentally. I feel like don't buy into it. Don't fall into their trap. Definitely for some of you. I feel like it could be an ex, someone from the past, or it can be like somebody close to you, either a family member or a friend is going to try to start some shit with you. Don't go down that path. Ignore it, walk away from it, get the fuck away from it. Do whatever you have to do to cut yourself off from it because it's just going to drag you down and you don't want to freaking go there, man. No way. So, hostilities. This card shows a man raising his sword in readiness to do battle. When it comes up right, it reveals a situation where hostilities towards you are about to be or have already been engaged. The aggressive energy may be a verbal or emotional, with someone in your environment being excessively critical, demanding, or hurtful. In a work or social situation, there may be backstabbing or out-and-out slander going on. This is different from the deceit card because the hostile energies are more apparent, more overt. In fact, you may have been living with them for some time. But whether this is new or old energy, now is the time to regain control. Allowing dishonoring treatment from others is open invitation to the universe to send you more. It may feel risky, but you need to have the courage to stand up for yourself now and always. So yeah, get some stones, and definitely, and when I say stones, I mean balls, okay? You need to stand up for yourself for sure. And sometimes the best way, I feel like what's coming through right now is pick your battles. Make sure that, because you don't want to give away your energy, you know what I mean? Because I feel like, because with this Queen of Wands, you got the charisma, and somebody's fucking jealous of that. And maybe because this hottie is coming through that's all creative and, you know, awesome like you are. It's like you guys are counterparts. This person could be jealous of that, okay, and try to fuck it up. But take the higher road. Definitely. I feel like take the higher road. That's what I'm hearing. Take the higher road. Don't take the higher road. Because if you do that, you're going to come out on top and you're going to look so damn classy in this person's eyes, and you're going to look strong and like you've got integrity, and it's really going to impress them. That's what I feel like. Okay. So moving right along, our next card we have is Wait for Winter. During the colder months, the Fairy Queen of Winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. See? Watch that thinking, man. Don't be thinking negative and don't buy into somebody's bullshit, because whatever you're going to be thinking right now at the end of 2019, it's going to follow you into the next decade. So please shift that mode of thinking and that consciousness. So let's see what it says for Wait for Winter in here. This is a new deck. This is the Oracle of the Fairies. So the Wait for Winter is: wishes are spiritual seeds made in your heart will come to fruition during the winter months, emerging like winter berries, ripe and full of promise. Fairy Queen of Winter with snowflakes on her wings comes to remind you to keep your faith and to remember that all wishes, like seeds, grow in darkness until they're ready to burst forth in the light. So, are you ready to receive your wishes? Part of the wishing process is to prepare yourself for their manifestation. This could involve removing any psychic ties or spiritual obstacles that have been holding you back from the full realization and birthing of your dreams into this earthly realm. Wherever you live in the world, you know the Fairy Queen of Winter is nearby when the weather turns cooler or when you see snowdrops pushing up through the snow. This is a sign that your wishes too are soon to bloom. Remember that our wishes don't always manifest in the way we've envisaged. They will come to be in whichever way is perfect for all concerned and for the highest good of all. And then it says to be especially receptive to any ideas or inspiration that float into your mind around this magical time of winter. It's also the time to practice divination using winter-related mediums such as snowflakes or ice. If you live in a country that has cold winters, if you don't, you can use ice cubes. Okay, so basically, yeah. This is basically reiterating what I've said. Whatever you're thinking now, it's going to follow you into the new year. So you want to make sure that you are manifesting things that are for the greatest good. And I have to reiterate and stress this one part, what it was saying, because I totally, agree with it. About remembering your wishes don't always manifest in the way that you've envisaged, the way that you expect them to. Okay? So if you're like, oh, it has to be this way or the highway, it might, that way you're thinking might not be what's for your greatest and highest good. It might be slightly different, or there might be a variation to it. Okay. Don't, just keep an open mind is basically what it's saying. Okay. Keep an open mind to what's coming in. And you know what's even more awesome is you have Isis, magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality, and stay focused. So remember, don't be thinking negatively and stay away from these jackasses who are trying to screw with you, because that will affect your manifestation processes, and you don't want that to happen, right? You want to, everything to work out for the best. So Isis, who I love, okay, you are moving into a space where your dream reality is becoming your outward reality. This is an extremely powerful time. It's vital to keep focused on the highest good of all. Again, highest good of all, highest good of all, highest good of all. Wow, it's reiterating. Pay attention to that, because that is a strong message coming for you. It's in here twice, literally. You no longer want to relive your own history and or feel unsupported. Acknowledging where you once were and how you've changed that situation around is a powerful focus of gratitude that will align you with universal abundance. Discipline and commitment are important now. Consider that you are moving between worlds when you daydream or create visions and bring life-enhancing ideas into reality. Whoa. Oh my God, remember what I said about this, okay? They're in a career where they literally do this, okay? It's all happening here. So, magic is manifesting all right. This is exciting. Yes, it is. Damn straight it is. So we have 3 final messages for you, okay? Keep your dreams alive. Card 25. Okay. Trust your own understanding. I should have held that other card up a little bit better. And celebrate differences. Okay. Remember what I said about things don't always manifest exactly the way that you envision it. It might be something better. So you need to celebrate those differences. And you need to trust your intuition at this time. And don't let somebody piss on your goals or your dreams. Keep them alive. Don't lose focus on what it is you're trying to achieve. Definitely. So let's look at card number 3 first. Celebrate differences. You understand that everything in life comes with an opposite. Even within yourself, you have polarity, male, female, high, low, good, bad, dark, light. It is our differences that make us unique. We all come from the same collective and all have the light of the inner soul. The more we learn and grow in our thoughts and attitudes, the more understanding and compassion can develop within our lives. Take a moment to appreciate an individual for the qualities that they are sharing with you and find what learning can be gained from the situation. So yeah, it's like telling you to look at everybody for their uniqueness and what they bring to the table, because everybody has something special about them that's just, a miracle and just awesome. And that's what they're asking you to do, is to really view things with an attitude of gratitude and be very grateful to everybody within your life right now. Okay. So for keep your dreams alive, because I'm going in order here. Start to identify plans and actions that will lead you to achieve your dreams and goals. Your dreams can become your reality. This is a time when you need to be able to apply detailed planning in order to manifest your dreams and realize your goals. You need to remain focused on the practical side of things. Keep your feet firmly planted on the ground. It is easy to be distracted by more ideas and concepts. Keep focused on what is realistic and achievable. Your common sense and pragmatic approach will lead you to a solution that actually works. Begin taking steps that will bring you closer to your dreams. So yeah, it's like literally talking about taking those little steps to get where what it is you want to go. Instead of focusing on having to do it all at once, focus on the little steps that get you there. I think I said this with the other pile, that's those little steps are what get you to your success. Okay. Celebrate those little steps. And when you focus on just being in the moment and working on those little things, before you know it, you've accomplished what you came to accomplish. Okay. So with trust your understanding, the information you are receiving is reliable and accurate. Well, thank you. Look deeply into the situation before making any commitments. You have the foresight and the ability to discern that there is more here than meets the eye. Everything will be revealed at the appropriate time. Don't feel the need to prove yourself. Be patient and allow things to unfold as they will. Trust in your own observations and knowledge. They hold your truth. And let me tell you, that can be really hard sometimes, is just to chill, sit back and wait, because we get so impatient because we get excited or whatever, we really want stuff bad. But when we sit there and we constantly stress about that kind of stuff, you're making yourself miserable first. Okay. But you also can put a hitch into things. So it's really important that, you don't do that, that you spend more time, being in that moment. Okay. And enjoying the process, really. Okay. Because I feel like 2020 is just going to be freaking awesome. I think that you guys have some really cool energy, and that the person coming around is going to be quite interesting, and they're going to be very intriguing to you, and you're going to enjoy their company a lot. And I think that money-wise, you follow that advice and you work through it and you don't be negative and stuff, that you're going to be good. Because we want to start the decade on a positive note, right? Okay, so that's the messages I have for you guys. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell. There's personal reading information, Ko-fi information, all that good stuff in the drop-down box. And I thank you so much for being with me today, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.